Okay, this we'd said this 92 is probably support early, and the odds are terrible to go long for risk reward, but that's probably what is going to happen. Is this 92 is going to be used as leverage to try to bump and test the year high at 95.5. So we said at the very least, if you grab a point or so coming short, be aware of this 92. If you took this trade, it's not what I would call a long-term winning type of trade. The odds are terrible. Just today we read that probably 92 is going to hold and squeeze based on the chart formation. Okay? We'd said that more than likely this support right here was key to drive and perhaps come up and test 97, maybe be 96.5 to 97 prior to the open. So at least do no damage to your account. That's why we said today felt like, the game was because they put it up here so high already and refused to come backwards. If you're reading the 15, if you're reading the 30, you can kind of see that the odds are really against the shorts early. So I said, you're better off waiting to a higher high if you want to try to short. And if you put it on your 60, you can just see it. So this support low, when we had 79.5 support from yesterday, once they get it back here, then it's pretty easy to skin the shorts overnight. And this is, the beginning of the new month game. And this looks terrible, like, oh, we're going down. I said, this is not bearish, remember? I said, this is not bearish. 96.5 to 97.5 first targets. And the reminder that today is a day that I believe is designed to trap shorty and squeeze. And you're better off on the sidelines than you are throwing your money away. Long term, trying to buy this 92 is not a good strategy. But when you're reading these charts, we could see that was probably the support. If you took the risk, scalps long, scalps short, certainly at this level, it's hard to recommend playing for position. So today is stolen range day already, and it's beginning of the month. So there is, like I said, there is no conservative entry. Only aggressive traders are playing. And I'm glad we read the chart right. That's all I can say. All right. Said 92. Be done by 92, because more than likely that's going to get pushed long side to knock stops at that 95.5. All right. Got the open coming in a couple of minutes. We're keeping this big guy right here as support. And think of this as stolen range. Anybody that grabbed a couple points long side, I know you don't want to give it up because you have, that we're going to 17, 20, or 30, or 40, or whatever. But my suggestion, take what you can. We'll probably get some back and fill, but first things first. Today is going to be one of those sloppy days again, probably. And I believe that before we're done, we'll probably print that 97.5. Let's use 02 as a potential resistance zone for today, for this morning, because it is a target. Thank you, Zeke. So anybody that has been patient, a reminder, we said today, short new highs, and it will be a guessing game. Keep an eye on NQ. Certainly NQ has been on the move as well. And if today is a day where you just sit on your hands and don't do anything, reminder, we're opening above here, this high. There's a breakout high, but usually we'll back and fill. So we're using this 85 as the close, not the 80. This was an accounting trick, right? They showed this close back here at 80 area. 79.5 we said would be our logical support, and that is held for now. So we'll keep that as logical support until broken. And we may get a little bit of chop back and forth. But we have squeezed all of the early, and I said the early shorts are probably going to get squeezed to get to the new high. And today is a guessing game as to, you know, where we turn around. Shorts are against the machine right now. All right, we're opening in a couple of minutes. And this is one of those days where if you find no trades, we're looking for 1 or 2 good trades. If you find no trades that you like, don't worry. It's never about any one day.